Have you ever caught your cat staring into a mirror, almost like it just saw a stranger? Or maybe it pawed at the glass or strutted away like nothing happened. It makes you wonder, does your cat know that it's looking at itself? Or does it think it's another cat? Today, we're answering that mystery using science, psychology, and a few fun experiments you can try at home. If you've ever been curious about what's going on behind those whiskers, stick around. You're about to find out. Let's begin with the basics, the Mirror Self-Recognition Test, or MSR. This psychological test, developed by Gordon Gallup Jr. in the 1970s, is used to determine whether an animal can recognize its own reflection. Here's how it works. A mark is placed on an animal's body, somewhere it can't see without a mirror. If the animal looks in the mirror and tries to touch or investigate the mark, it shows it understands the reflection is itself. Great apes, dolphins, elephants, and even magpies have passed this test, but cats, not so much. But that doesn't mean they aren't intelligent. It might just mean they don't process visual feedback the way these animals or humans do. Put a tiny harmless sticker or dab of colored pet-safe cream on your cat's forehead. Then let them face a mirror. Do they try to remove it or ignore it? While humans rely heavily on sight, cats live in a sensory world dominated by smell and hearing. A cat's nose is a powerful tool, with roughly 200 million scent receptors compared to our 5 million. They can identify people, other animals, and even themselves by smell. That reflection in the mirror? It's silent, odorless, meaningless. In one Japanese study, cats were shown to recognize their own scent but showed little interest in visual reflections. When your cat rubs its face against furniture, or you, it's marking its scent. That's their way of saying, "This is mine." Try watching how often they do this after seeing another animal in the mirror. You may notice your cat looking into a mirror once or twice, then never again. That's because after a few encounters, most cats realize the mirror cat doesn't behave like a real one. It doesn't move independently, doesn't have a smell, and never makes a sound. To them, the mirror becomes just another part of the environment. A study published in Animal Cognition found that most cats lose interest in mirrors quickly after a few neutral experiences. So if your cat doesn't react, it's not because it's confused, it's just not impressed. But not all cats are chill around mirrors. Some get visibly agitated. They might puff up, hiss, scratch at the glass, or even run behind the mirror looking for an intruder. This kind of reaction typically comes from territorial instincts. Your cat sees what looks like another feline in their space and reacts as if they need to defend it. If your cat shows aggression or anxiety around mirrors, consider placing them in less visible areas or gradually desensitizing them using treats and gentle reassurance. Kittens often react strongly to their reflection. They might pounce, paw at the glass, or circle the mirror trying to catch the other cat. This reaction is part curiosity, part confusion, and 100% adorable. As they grow older, most cats stop reacting. Why? They either figure out it's not a real animal, or they simply lose interest because the mirror cat never responds. Introduce a mirror to a kitten and track how its reactions change over the weeks. It's a great way to observe development and learning behaviors. Some cat owners report that their cats seem calm and even behave normally in front of a mirror, grooming, sitting quietly, or watching with relaxed curiosity. Does that mean they recognize themselves? Probably not. Experts suggest that this behavior is more about habituation. The mirror becomes a familiar object, not a source of stimulation or threat. No published research confirms self-recognition in cats using visual cues alone. But that doesn't mean they're unaware. It means they're tuned into a different kind of awareness. Let's get one thing straight. Failing the mirror test doesn't mean an animal isn't intelligent. Cats are brilliant in their own way. They recognize names, solve puzzles, understand routines, and even manipulate their humans to get food or affection. In fact, a 2020 study showed that cats can follow pointing gestures, something even some primates struggle with. So maybe the mirror test isn't the best measure of feline cognition. After all, would you judge someone's intelligence by whether they can recognize themselves in a mirror? Since cats aren't big on visual self-awareness, How do you connect with them on a deeper level? Here are a few proven ways to engage your cat's mind. Interactive play. Use feather toys, lasers, or cat tunnels. Puzzle feeders. Challenge them to work for their treats. Scent-based enrichment. Introduce safe herbs like catnip or silvervine. Voice interaction. Speak calmly and use their name often. Today, try hiding a treat somewhere and encourage your cat to find it. It's simple, fun, and taps directly into their natural hunting instincts. All right, cat lovers, let's talk. Have you ever seen your cat react to a mirror? Do you believe cats can recognize themselves? Share your experiences in the comments. I read every one, and I'd love to feature your story in a future video. So, do cats recognize themselves in the mirror? Not in the way we do, but that doesn't mean they aren't self-aware. Cats are incredibly smart, just in a very different way. They rely on smell, sound, and their deep connection with their environment and humans. When you understand how your cat experiences the world, you stop comparing them to dogs or even people and start appreciating their unique brilliance. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a fellow cat lover, and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into pet behavior and science. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching, and as always, give your furry friend a treat from me.